Welcome back to the channel. I'm Paul, and today I am at the Edward, Ted, and Pat Jones Confluence Point State Park in Missouri, the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers. Here's the trail that you take down to the point where you can see the confluence. It's only 0.3 miles, so let's take a look at it. Trail is very easy to walk, wheelchair accessible. At least at this point it has been. And right in front of me I can see the end of the Missouri River. Alright, so the trail does turn into gravel at this point. And once again, right over here, Missouri River. I believe I can see the confluence through the brush. Now I have not reached the end of the trail yet, but this is the Missouri River floating on down into the Mississippi right over here. And there we have a place where it turns back into cement from the gravel that I just walked on. And here I am reaching the end of the trail. And there's a few monuments right here. I can imagine this gets flooded quite frequently. And you can see some of the driftwood over here. But yes, there we are. That's a plaque showing the Missouri River. Here as it is, the end of the Missouri River. And then right over here is the plaque of the Mississippi River. So yeah, pretty cool. I've always wanted to come to this spot and I just never have had a chance. There's the mighty Mississippi, the father of waters. You can see all the driftwood that gets up here when it floods. And here we have some information about Lewis and Clark at the confluence. Picture of the keel boat. Here's the map showing where I am. I am still in the Missouri side right there. Now I have been on the Illinois side. There is a tower over there that you can go up and see the confluence. It's right over there. I've been to the tower. I've never been up in the tower for whatever reason. Just didn't have time to go up. I would like to do that sometime. But I think this is really the best spot to see the actual confluence. River running together. Pretty amazing to be right here where these two mighty rivers, Missouri, the longest river in the United States, and then the Mississippi River, as I called it, the father of waters. But here we are looking up the Missouri River. Pretty cool. Just a peninsula sticking out between the two. One of the stories I find that are really interesting was when Joliet and Marquette came down the Mississippi River and they were claiming both sides of it for France. And they got to this point and they saw the Missouri River flowing into the Mississippi. And they described it as terrifying because there were all sorts of stumps and trees and logs, and it was gnarly. And they wouldn't have even dreamed going up the Missouri River at that point. In fact, they never did travel up the Missouri River. Then later on, the fur trappers came down here and they went up the Missouri River and they trapped the beaver. And then the steamboat era happened. There's a saying that goes, anybody could drive a steamboat down the wide Mississippi, but it took a man to drive that steamboat up the Missouri River because it was so treacherous. And I just noticed this in the water right at the edge. There's a number 408. And there's another one of these cement pads right there. And right here I saw another one of these markers, 412. Again, the one down there says 408. I guess it's just a measurement. That would probably be about meters or yards apart. And right here is a really nice informational plaque about the Native Americans in this region: Quapaw, Sauk, Peoria, Missouri, Shawnee, Kickapoo, Delaware, Iowa, Absentee Shawnee. Now that is a very fascinating story right there. Kansas, and the Osage. Now, if you followed some of my other videos about Lewis and Clark, and also I made a video where I went down on my kayak 20 miles of the Missouri River from Weldon Spring to St. Charles. And at the end of that, I said, someday I want to float the rest of the Missouri here to the Confluence. And that's one of my goals, one of the reasons I came here today. And I believe there might be a boat ramp just not too far up that way, which after I leave here, I'm going to try to find that boat ramp. And maybe this summer, I'll get to go on the kayak from St. Charles to close to the Confluence. So thanks for watching. If you like this short video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content in the future. Until next time, have yourself a retro adventure.